What's up, DLSU SHS?
I'm Rafi Rodriguez,
And I am Mikey Gadiana,
and you're watching Archer Asks.
where we take aim right on target.
We are so glad that all of you are with us as we unfold the latest topics behind the screens.
Honestly, Rafi, I am beyond excited for everyone to meet our special guests for today.
So am I, Mikey, with our performing orcs lining up to deliver their respective culminating performances. We are honored to have with us our very own Pop Ensemble, the pioneer vocal performing arts group of DLSU SHS, with their upcoming event Novella.
And of course, we also have here today the Integrated School Orchestra, Salasal's group of talented and passionate musicians ready to take on the virtual stage with their performance, Wanderlust.
So, we won't keep you waiting. Please welcome to your virtual screens Pop Ensemble's company manager, Minelli Alegre, together with ISOrchestra's president, Eden Page-Ong.
Hello, Minelli and Eden. Right off the bat, we want to know, how are you feeling today? Let's start with you, Minelli.
Okay, I'm feeling amazing, but still, with the concert preparations ongoing, I'm a bit tired, but laban lang, of course.
How about you, Paige?
Not to repeat what we already say in Aswad Puntayan, but I can tell you that I'm feeling cheesy, as it's part of my name. But yes, we do have a lot of things prepared. So I'm with Nieli on this one, that it is fair that laban pa rin talaga.
Well, that's right, laban lang, and I'm sure our audience feels the same excitement as much as your team would feel. But heading right on target, let's proceed with the questions that we and many of our archers would want to ask.
That's right. First up, let's ask about Pop Ensemble's production entitled Novella. Minelli, can you give us an idea what the name of the performance means and what's the story behind it?
Novella, as defined by Merriam-Webster Dictionary, is a story with a compact and pointed plot. So the story behind this title is kind of funny because we were just searching random synonyms on the internet because that is what normally happens when you run out of words, right? So yun, since we planned that this concert will somehow have a storyline, then it is only appropriate to connect it with narratives. So, as such, we collectively decided to go with Novella, which is the English version of novela in Filipino.
Wow, what an interesting and, if I may, serendipitous and backstory to such a theatrical performance, you know?
I agree, Mikey, but moving on to ISOrchestra, with your performance Wanderlust, what was the inspiration behind your concept and how did you come up with it?
The inspiration behind Wanderlust actually comes from the fact that a lot of our pieces originate from different countries of the world. Wanderlust is a way to say that one is simply able to want to explore more, want to look into the world. Because during lockdown, we are unfortunately not able to travel, so we want to be able to take you to a journey across the world through the form of our music.
Well, that's also interesting, and I believe that will keep our archers wondering about your event.
That's right. Going back to you, Minelli, with your performance unfortunately being limited only to a virtual setup, what preparations did you make to bring Novella to life?
The Preparations include conceptualizing, proposal making, curating the marketing plan, writing video scripts, recording, filming, a lot of meetings, and actually many more. Recording the audio is one of the most tedious parts of the entire process because in this online setting we use vocal guides and record alone. So if we get some notes wrong, we re-record what we previously recorded, if that makes sense. On another note, Pop Ensemble is separated into different committees, namely human resources, marketing, production, and finance. And as the company manager, I oversee everything that happens in the organization. So for this concert in particular, we are ensuring that everything is perfect to the very last detail. So the HR is checking submissions and the quality of recordings. Marketing is making publicity materials as well as communicating with our partner organizations. Production is editing all the videos, and finance is securing everything related to our funds, especially the ticket selling process. So with that, we are able to make things easier and more efficient within the organization while fostering growth and productivity among everyone. So as you can tell, we definitely impose a very meticulous process, but of course our team and our moderator really move mountains to make everything simpler than it is, and we are very grateful to have these people in POP.
You know, Minelli, even at this time, I'm still very impressed with how performing organizations like POP has managed to deliver incredible performances despite being online. And I'm sure with all the efforts that you've exerted from meetings to planning and to recording, I know that all of this will be worth it in the end.
That's right, Mikey. There's no wonder why Pop's performances are always beyond stunning. But being the same way, what were the biggest challenges that IS Orchestra faced, and what were its preparations, and how did you overcome struggles?
I would say that every step of the preparation towards this concert is a challenge in itself. Just the fact that we are so far apart from each other, meaning you can't hear each other play together, which is the very essence of having an orchestra. Unlike a pop ensemble, our team is rather small, consisting of around less than 20 people. That's why one of the biggest challenges we have is being able to come together to really create one. Because we're not able to play together live, we have to be able to not only arrange our own sheet music, but also to record and record over and over until we gain the approval of our moderator and of the actual piece, just to be able to simulate what it must be like to be there live, to be able to play for all of you. This not only accounts for the fact that we should also mix and edit everything ourselves, and just so we can show you the best possible product.
Well, as I have watched orchestra's previous performances, I believe that the distance has not hindered you to produce beyond stunning performances.
That's right, I definitely agree. Now, for this academic year, I believe both your organizations have conducted online concerts together, such as Spectrum last July and Simpa to celebrate February, the month of love. Now, what makes Novella different from your past performances, and why should we watch?
Reviving the classics and narrating stories of hope in the present, this is Novella. This event is a musical themed concert featuring an unconventional list of songs coming from iconic musicals such as Hamilton, Wicked, Hercules, Miss Saigon, High School Musical, and many more. Our organization wanted to make sure that we are bringing something new to the table, something fresh, and we also wish to offer the community a glimpse into the wonders of show business. And that is essentially why everyone, and I mean everyone, including you, your friends, all the music enthusiasts out there, every Lasallian should watch it. This is definitely not a concert one should miss, as we have poured our hearts into making this happen.
Wow, what an interesting lineup that you have here for Novella. And I can see that you really prepared. And I think that this performance may be Pop's biggest event yet this academic year.
That's absolutely true, Mikey. With what Minali said, I think I'm intrigued to watch Pop's performance. But moving on to ISOrchestra, similarly, you have held a concert for Kilos Saliano last November. So, what are the improvements that we can expect with your upcoming performance? Do you believe that this concert is your best this school year?
I believe that this concert is our best this school year because this is the concert where we really want to put in everything that we have. For those other concerts, sure, we may have practiced a bit, and the pieces that we're choosing for this concert came directly from us, from people who are playing. Therefore, our passion will show through the pieces that we ourselves arranged and built from the ground up. Therefore, you can really say that after all the experiences that we had in the past, we will definitely make sure that it shows that this final concert is able to be the culmination of everything we have done in the past and more.
Well, I guess that is something that our artists can look forward to, a project full of heart and passion.
That's right. Now, what a very insightful talk we just had. Thank you, Minelli and Eden, for giving us a glimpse into Novella and Wanderlust.
And as much as we would like to hold you a bit longer, there's one last thing that we would like to know before we end.
And what better way than to answer these questions than through a game that we all know and love?
Surprise! It's a fast talk.
The rules are simple. All you have to do is answer whichever pops into your minds first. Are you ready, Minali and Eden?
One half, yes. Yes.
Okay, so first we'll have Minali. Minali, for your first question, online or on stage?
On stage.
Pop music or indie songs?
Indie songs.
Interesting choice. Do it with a stranger or karaoke with friends?
Karaoke with friends.
Yes, definitely spending time with your friend is something that we don't want to miss, right? Singing alone or singing in front of a crowd?
Sing alone.
You can only sing one song for the rest of your life. What will you sing?
A, B, C, D, E, F, G. This is easy.
What a total performer! Pop and song moment you'll never forget.
Potluck during face to face because we ordered a bunch of food and then ate it at the studio. I mean, outside the studio.
Wow, that's definitely memorable. Now, in 3 words, describe Novella.
Different, unconventional, and grandiose.
Wow, even with just that 3 words, I can say that Novella would really be worth watching.
Well, it is now Eden's turn. Eden, are you ready?
As I'll ever be.
That's great. So first, piano or guitar?
Piano.
Wow, it's very classic. Well, next, classical music or pop music?
Classical.
We're sticking to the theme. Next, playing for a band or playing for a choir?
Band.
Wow, that's great. Next, what is your favorite instrument?
Saxophone.
That's not so nice. So I guess you have a lot of interest. But what is your favorite song to play on the saxophone?
I cannot play the saxophone. I just think it sounds really good.
I have to share the same sentiment. Next,
However, if I could play the saxophone, I would like to be able to play Careless Whisper.
oh, that's interesting. That song is actually very great on a saxophone. Next, if you could perform with any musician, who would it
Dead or alive?
be? Yep.
I would love to perform with Freddie Mercury.
That's a very great choice. He's a very great musician. And last question. In one sentence, what makes Wanderlust unforgettable?
Go to places you've never been before without leaving your seat.
That's quite intriguing, and I think that will keep our archers off their seats until Wanderlust and Novella arrive. So, as much as we would like to ask you more questions, I'm afraid that's all the time we have for now. But before we wrap up, we are giving you the screen to invite the LaSallian community to watch your upcoming performances. Let's begin with Eden for ISOrchestra.
Greetings, the Salyan community. Do you happen to be a fan of original Filipino music, Korean rock music, or perhaps even the well-famous Genshin Impact? Well then, I invite you to please go and check out Wanderlust. Wanderlust is going to be an adventure from start to end. We're going to take you everywhere around the world, even right at your seat. Trust me, we're going to be doing a lot of mixing, a lot of beautiful graphics, and most importantly, really good songs. So, what are you waiting for? Be sure to check out ISOrchestra's Facebook page and follow us for more updates because Wanderlust is waiting for you.
That's great. Thank you, Eden. Now, Minali, the floor is yours.
Before I move on to my final remarks, I would like to express my sincerest gratitude to the Animo for this opportunity to promote our event. With that, I am humbly inviting everyone to watch Pop Ensemble's Novella on the 22nd of May. We will be posting updates regarding the concert on our social media platforms, namely Pop Ensemble on Facebook and at DLSU Pop Ensemble on Instagram. Ticket selling will officially commence later, so be sure to secure your tickets at 6 o'clock p.m. by visiting tinyurl.com/novella-tickets and be ready to witness the amazing voices of Pop Ensemble. Thank you.
Wow, with everything that Minelli and Eden has shared with us today, I'm sure that our audience and every member of the DLSU-IS community are excited to watch Novella and Wanderlust. On that note, once again, we thank you, Eden and Minelli, for taking aim right on target with us.
And thank you, everyone, for tuning into our program.
For more information on the hottest news within and outside the DLSU community, don't forget to like our social media pages, The Animo, on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
And that's a wrap, everyone. I'm Rafi Rodriguez.
And I am Mikey Gadiana,
This is Archer Asks,
where we take aim right on target.
Thank you, and Animo Lasal.